Hi, I'm Leslie Jenks. I'm an environmental health specialist. I work for Mosquito Control. The person that I'm highlighting today is Irena Sendler. When asked to pick a woman I most admired, I thought of the usual women that most people would think of: Michelle Obama, Oprah, Lady Di. But then I decided I wanted to choose somebody that was not well known, but should be. So my pick for a woman I admire is twofold. You'll understand at the end. Meet Irena Sendler. Irena was a social worker and a nurse during World War II in Warsaw, Poland. When the Nazi prison camp called the Warsaw Ghetto opened, she risked her life when she began sneaking food and water into the starving people. She, along with others, then worked relentlessly to help smuggle 2,500 children from the Warsaw Ghetto to the orphanages, convents, and Christians' home in Poland. Barely 5 feet tall, she would sedate the children and throw a gunny sack over them and haul them over her shoulder right out of the prison and right under the soldiers' noses. It was unbelievable. Sometimes she used baby coffins to get the children out. She wanted to reunite the parents and the children after the war. So what she did was she wrote their names and addresses down on a piece of paper and placed the paper in glass jars. She took the jars and then buried them underneath an apple tree right across the street from the German barracks. And she did this, and she helped run the underground operation until finally, one day, she was caught by the Nazi soldiers. She was beaten. She was tortured. They broke both of her legs and her feet. She was finally sentenced to death. And unbeknownst to Irena, at the very last minute, the underground operation was able to raise money to bribe the executioner to not kill her and to aid in her escape. The Germans realized that she had indeed escaped and posted flyers all over Warsaw for Irena's capture. Luckily, she did not get caught, and after the war, Irena retrieved the glass jars underneath the apple tree and tried to reunite the children with their families. Unfortunately, most of the parents did not survive. So let's fast forward 50 years. A history teacher from Uniontown, Kansas, had assigned projects to his students for the annual History Day competition. A group of girls in his class were interested in the Holocaust and wanted to learn more about World War II. The teacher had suggested that they look up a lady by the name of Irena Sendler. The teacher had found a small article in the U.S. News and World Report and said he was not familiar with Irena's story. And he was a historian after all, so he really thought it was a typo. But the girls took the article and they investigated and made sure that it was valid. And sure enough, the article was valid and Irena's story rang true. So what they decided to do is make their project all about Irena, and they wanted to make it public. So their project involved a play called Life in a Jar. And as soon as they did this, they found out that Irena was alive after all. And they eventually got to fly to Poland to meet with her. The girls became quick friends with Irena. And they were so moved by Irena's bravery and kindness. Over time, Jewish communities worldwide have helped these girls spread the selfless deeds of Irena and her underground group. News channels have shared her story. A Hallmark movie was made, and several books were written. Yes, Irena was brave, kind, and strong, but the young girls that put her story out into the world should be commended as well. I believe that Irena and the girls both deserve recognition as being incredible women that contributed compassion, hope, and strength to the world as a whole. Lastly, I want to say thank you for doing this, and I want to let you know that it's been a joy to participate, and I want you to know that there's nothing like girl power. Thank you.